This is a yoga practice to help you relax and calm down, especially after a busy day. You can do this anytime and it's appropriate for beginners. It's helpful to have a couple of yoga blocks if you have them handy. If not, you can use folded up towels or a couple of books. I'm Cindy, a yoga teacher and wellness coach. And we're going to start in child's pose because it's one of the best ways to just start calming down after a busy day or just when you really need it. You'll come to sitting on your heels and you're going to lean forward and prop up your head. Now you can use your hands stacked up and fists or just right under your head. Some people will be comfortable letting the hands come back by the feet and setting the head directly on the floor. It's also okay if you need your hips to be a little more up. Sometimes knees don't like to fold all the way down. And you're just going to stay in your child's pose and take a few steady, deep breaths into your back body. As you inhale, feel the rib cage expand. And as you exhale, really release, letting go of any tension. Imagine it's flowing straight down into the earth and leaving your body. Try to breathe in and out of the nose only. One more nice deep breath in and let it out. Next, we're going to come up into an all fours position called tabletop position. Hands are right underneath of the shoulders, knees right under the hips, and we're just going to flex and extend the spine through cat-cow. Exhaling, sending the spine up, letting the head drop, letting the tailbone go towards the backs of the knees. Inhaling, letting the spine fall as the head and the tailbone lift. Do that a few more times. Inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat pose. As you come into your next inhalation, just come to a nice flat spine. Tuck your toes under. Firm up through center. Let your knees hover. And then start to send your hips up and back as you bow your head between your arms. You can leave your knees bent and your heels up as you lift your sit bones up towards the sky, lengthening the spine. Well, if you can keep the spine long and descend the heels and straighten the knees, that's great. But it's also okay to keep the heels up and knees bent. Press straight down into your fingertips to keep the wrists strong. And as you hold your down dog, try to relax any neck tension. You can even let the head wiggle a little side to side or bobble back and forth. Inversions are great for giving you a new perspective. So it's really nice to be able to transition this way from work to home or just any time you need to calm down. Take another deep breath in. Let the breath out. Good. And then let's come back down to table pose to transition into a seated position. You're going to take the legs straight forward. Toes straight up to the sky. You could sit on a blanket, especially if when you sit directly on the floor, it feels like your hamstrings are too tight. You can let your knees bend a bit. A little lift under the hips is just going to make it easier to take a forward fold. If possible, we're going to take this forward fold with support under the head. That's where your yoga blocks can come in handy. You could also use a chair, and that can help too. The idea is that you want to be able to support your head on a surface. So you can start with your blocks pretty high up. You're going to have to hold onto them with your hands. They just rest on your legs, and you can tip your head forward. The head is going to rest basically on the forehead, maybe on the third eye. And if you want to go a little further down, you can just start rearranging your blocks until you're in a place where you can comfortably hold and relax a bit. And if your blocks feel steady enough, you can relax your hands by your feet or by your legs. And you're just going to take some steady, deep breaths here. Try to relax your forehead. Maybe even close your eyes. So you continue to focus on your breathing. The next inhalation, slowly help yourself back up. Coming back up to sitting, we're gonna move the blocks off to the side. We're gonna move right into a twist, Mauritiasan, drawing one knee in. Foot can be inside or move outside of your straight leg. Opposite hand holds the knee. Free hand helps you to lift the spine, reach up, inhale. As you exhale, twist, placing the hand behind you. Turn your gaze over the back shoulder. Hold here for a few breaths. And then gradually unwind, coming back to center, stretch out the leg, go to the second side. Other knee comes in, foot inside or outside of the straight leg, opposite hand on the knee, free arm reaches up with a deep inhale. Exhale, turn to the side, bringing the hand behind you. And stay and breathe. Try to relax through your facial muscles, your jaw. And next we're going to unwind. Come on back to center. Stretch out the leg. And next we're going to go into Supta Baddha Konasana, which is a reclined pose that's really, really restorative for your energy, for your body. Yoga blocks, one is at its flattest level. It's going to go underneath of your heart space, and then the other is going to be 1 or 2 levels up, kind of depending on where your head needs to be supported. If you don't have yoga blocks, again, this is where you're going to use just rolled up blankets or rolled up beach towels. That's going to help. Same thing, whether you have blocks or another support, your knees are going to be bent, feet flat, and you can just help yourself back and try and find the block on your back. You might need to put your elbows down and shift a little bit forward or back. Ideally, as you come onto your support, it will feel like your heart is the highest point, and you can grab hold of your head with your hands to make sure that other support can land directly under your head. You want to feel very, very supported here. You don't want to feel like anything is wobbly. Once here, your knees are going to open out to the side, soles of the feet stay together. And then the arms can just rest on the floor, palms up next to your hips. If you want a little more open sensation through your chest, you can take your arms out into a T or into cactus arms where there's a soft bend at the elbow. But you want to make sure that the arms can feel supported. So not all shoulders will like being out to the sides. And just start to take some deep breaths here. Let your eyes focus just softly at one point, or let your eyes close. This is a great pose to do after a day of computer work, because you can feel how it takes your spine and your arms and shoulders into the total opposite position of being hunched over a desk. So just breathe into the open sensation across your chest and allow yourself to relax as much as you can. You can use your inhale to open and your exhale to soften down into the earth. Now you can stay here for longer if you like. You can also add Shavasana after this practice. So I'm trying to keep this short so that you can get used to practicing a few times a week. I don't want to go too long, but if you like the way this feels, maybe you can set a timer and stay longer. And you can always lengthen your time on the floor by coming out of this pose and coming into Shavasana, a final relaxation. And the benefit of Shavasana is it just allows your body to be in a very comfortable position and allows you to relax fully and deeply into the earth. And if you're going to do Shavasana, you want to set a timer, spend another 3 to 5 minutes relaxing here. Hope this helps you transition into your evening and follow for more.